Las Vegas Discount.net's the best there is. Save up to 50% on your next Vegas trip. And travel, rental, shows, and tours. Find the deals you're looking for. Las Vegas Discount.net. Las Vegas Discount.net. If you're going to Vegas for deals that are the best, visit Las Vegas Discount.net.
With you I see forever oh so clearly. I might have been in love before.
Hola, soy Julio César Chávez.
That's lights out, baby. Lights out all day.
This is Sugar Ray Leonard, and you listen to Fight Net Radio.
I mean, this is ridiculous. It's a radio show. It ain't a one-hour television spectacular.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
We gon' know. I got eyes and ears everywhere. I got friends all over the world, man.
Who gives a shit with White? He's a piece of crap.
Hi, this is Manny Pacquiao. I'll fight anybody on FightNetRadio.com.
You are listening to Ken Norton on Fight Net Radio. And I've been thinking that I would come out of retirement just to knock out Leo Honey.
And we begin with the CEO of Mayweather Promotions and a regular fixture of mega fights. Please welcome the always sharp and always dapper Leonard Ellerby.
Thank you, Jeremy. I would like to thank everyone for coming out today. I would like to thank Showtime, MGM, our co-promoters, MP Promotions, TGB Promotions, About Billion Promotions, and my entire staff at Mayweather Promotions. You know, about 3.5 years ago, I sat on this same side, opposite from this great legend to my right. So I know what Manny Pacquiao can do. I've studied this man religiously for many years, and today he's still one of the best welterweights in the world. He still has tremendous explosiveness, speed, and power, and more importantly, he has the experience to beat any welterweight in the world. He's been doing this at the highest level for so many years that we often forget how really great this man is. Being around him from this promotion, what I've noticed there's been a slight change. And in that change, he has a lot more pep in his step. He's a lot more funnier. Whoever thought that Manny Pacquiao would be cracking jokes and, you know, making fun of others, you know, in a complimentary, respectful way. But what I think it's all about is that he's in a very comfortable position because finally he's become his own boss, where he can dictate the terms and he can have a lot of fun at what he's doing. I think he's super motivated, and I think that's what's going to make for a great fight come Saturday night. You hear all this talk from his legendary Hall of Famer trainer that he's looking to knock Adrian Broner out. Well, I think we got news coming Saturday night. I have a whole different perspective on what I perceive on how it's going to go down. On the flip side, coming into this fight, we all know that there have been rumblings about the AB's preparation. He needs to let his hands go. He needs to do this. He needs to do that. But what I've witnessed firsthand for this entire promotion, that this young man, he's dedicated himself 100%. He's done everything that Coach Cunningham and Coach Stafford has asked of him, and he's exceeded all those expectations. He's ready and focused, and he's put in the work. And that's more importantly, he's given himself the best situation to be successful come Saturday night. And I fully expect nothing but a great virtuoso performance from Adrian Broner come Saturday night. He didn't cut one corner during this entire training camp because his focus was he wanted to go out there and prove to each and every one of you that all that shit that y'all been talking, you can throw it out the window. Adrian Broner is coming this Saturday night to show everyone in the entire world what he's all about, and I expect nothing less from a great dominating performance from Adrian Broner. Tune in Showtime pay-per-view Saturday night.
Thank you, Leonard. Under his leadership, Showtime has more than proved its moniker as being the #1 destination for boxing. 2018 was a terrific year for Showtime, and 2019 is starting off in a very big way with this pay-per-view event. Please welcome the President of Sports and Event Programming for Showtime Network, Steven Espinosa.
Thank you, Jimmy. I'm not going to get up here and tell you guys anything that you don't know about Manny Pacquiao or Adrian Broner. These are two guys who have operated at the highest level of boxing for years. In Manny's case, literally decades. So you're not going to hear anything new here, but I will remind you of some things. You know, Manny Pacquiao is a Hall of Famer. No question about it. Fighter of the Year, 2006, 2008, 2009. He's a boxing legend. He's a senator. He's generous and humble and soft-spoken outside the ring. But most of all, he takes tough fights. The last 20 opponents that Manny Pacquiao has had have been either current, former, or future world champions. Out of all his fights, he's fought 22 world champions in all, so we know he takes tough fights. Adrian Broner is certainly no slouch either. 37 career fights, 9 world champions. Malignaggi, Maidana, Sean Porter, Mikey Garcia. He's obviously demonstrated himself to be an elite fighter. He's flashy, flamboyant, sometimes outrageous, but always he's unapologetically AB. But on Saturday night, everything changes. Manny is no longer humble and soft-spoken. Adrian is no longer fun-loving and outgoing. They transform themselves into two of the most athletically gifted, two of the most talented, two of the most ferocious, two of the truest warriors in our sport. Above all, these two guys have heart. And it's the one thing that is rarest in this sport. Between them, they have won titles in 12 different divisions. Manny's an 8-division world champion. Adrian Broner has won it in 4. That's the third most division titles of all time. The first, of course, was Manny Pacquiao De La Hoya fight. There were 14 divisions between the two of them. Second was Mayweather-Pacquiao, and this is third. So we know this is an elite fight, and they're in elite company. But again, on Saturday night, none of that matters. This isn't a contest of who's got the best resume. It's not the contest of who has the best career or who's the best senator. This is a high-level contest with high stakes between two of the most talented, athletically gifted, and accomplished fighters in the sport today. A win in this fight catapults each of them to bigger things. Doesn't get any bigger than that. We'll see you Saturday night.
Thank you, Stephen. Listen, I want to tell you there are 3 ways to watch this fight remotely. 3 ways. And the first fight on pay-per-view is 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Number 1, traditional pay-per-view, either on your cable, your satellite, or telco providers nationwide. Number 2, you can stream. You can purchase the live stream either directly on Showtime.com, or you can use the Showtime app for Apple, Android devices, and for the very first time on Roku, Xbox One, and Android TV. Just make sure your device can handle this live stream. Thirdly, you can go with your friends and join other boxing fans at theaters, at restaurants, and pubs as well. So many opportunities, many ways to watch this fight, this big mega fight. But of course, the best way is to be there live. There's nothing like being at a live event of this magnitude. And we are honored to be here at the MGM Grand for this mega fight. At this time, it is our pleasure to hear from our host, President of Las Vegas Live Entertainment and Sports of MGM Resorts International, Richard Sturm.
Thank you, Jimmy. And good afternoon to the media and all the fight fans watching today's event live from around the world. I'd like to welcome back Manny Pacquiao and Adrian Broner, two of the sport's best fighters, to Las Vegas and the MGM Grand. Fans are always excited to watch these two fighters compete in the ring, and we are confident Saturday's event will kick off another exciting year of sports and entertainment programming for MGM Resorts. I'd like to give a special thanks to Al Heyman, Leonard Ellaby, and the Mayweather Promotions team, Tom Brown and his TGB promotion staff, Pacquiao Promotions, Stephen Espinoza with Showtime, and Bob Bennett of the Nevada State Athletic Commission. Thank you, and we look forward to seeing you at the MGM Grand Saturday night for the sensational event. Thank you.
Thank you, Richard. And in terms of the MGM Grand Garden Arena, tickets are still available. They start at $100. Now, they can be purchased online through access.com. They can be purchased by phone at calling 1-866-740-7711 or in person at any MGM Resorts International box office. Now we move along to hear from the auspices of the Nevada State Athletic Commission, which is sanctioning all four of our title fights tomorrow night. Please welcome the valued and respected Executive Director of the Nevada State Athletic Commission, Mr. Bob Bennett.
Thank you, and very good afternoon. It's great to have the Senator Pacquiao and Mr. Broner back in action in the fight capital of the world, and we certainly welcome them. On behalf of the Nevada State Athletic Commission, we want to thank Tom Brown and TGB Promotions, of course Leonard Ellaby and Mayweather Promotions, and Premier Boxing Fighters. I mean, having those three and bringing this fight to the fight capital of the world is fantastic. It's going to be a terrific fight, and we have the honor and privilege of regulating that fight. All of these fights are something that we take very seriously. We're prepared, and we look forward to going to work. As always, it's a pleasure doing business with the MGM, Showtime, and last and probably most importantly, the fighters. Because without the fighters, none of us would be here. So thank you very much, and God bless.
Thank you, Bob. I'm glad we're in good hands with the commission. And now representing About Billions Promotions, please welcome Ravone Littlejohn.
Oh my gosh. Thank you all for coming. Oh man. Thank you all for being here. I'll just stoop down a little bit. First of all, I'd like to thank Leonard. He's pulled me aside several times from Mayweather Promotions, and he's told me, the severity of things and how to conduct things on the pay-per-view level, which is what we're on right now. So I really want to thank Leonard. He's been great throughout this whole promotion. I'd like to thank Mr. Heyman, who's done a lot for our company, and me as well. As far as the fight, Adrian trained really hard. I'd like to thank Coach Kevin Cunningham and Mike Stafford. They really put together a great game plan. He'll be ready. There's been a lot of talk from them, talking about the knockouts and all. You'll get knocked out. You understand? You've been knocked out. So we're not trying to hear none of that. This is our first time here, and we've liked it. We've enjoyed it. The guys you see over here, over the last 10 years, 15 years, we've put a lot into this. We are a true brotherhood, and we pulling for our guy 100%. Cincinnati, stand up. I'd like to acknowledge the other champs we got, my man Robert Easter Jr. I don't know where he at, but we got to give a shout out to him. We have two of our fighters fighting. There he is over there in the corner. Destiny Butler and Desmond Jarman, they'll be fighting on Saturday night also.